On August 29th, I heard rumors about a game. Reviews started popping off, my feed was full of people talking about it, but what is it? What is this game I've never heard of? They speak of a game, not just any game, but one that promises to redefine the very essence of this genre. A game so enigmatic, its name is but a shadow. Its existence a mere rumor among the initiated. Today, we delve into the shadows, chasing whispers of this rumored masterpiece. What secrets does it hold? What worlds does it promise? Join us as we explore the edges of reality, where the line between game and myth blurs. This isn't just about playing, it's about discovering the undiscovered. Are you ready to hear about Core Keeper? Grab a snack, make yourself a coffee, we're going for a ride. But first of all, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow. I'm joking, this video is not sponsored, but the best way to support my work is to actually subscribe, as I did put myself the challenge to reach 1000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing. Thank you. Core Keeper is a sandbox, survival, and RPG game developed by the gaming studio Pugstorm and published by Fireshrine Games. The studio was born in 2018 and their first title was Radical Rabbids 2. Core Keeper is their second title. Interesting fact, they won the Most Outstanding Game Studio in 2023 at the Swedish Game Awards. That being said, let's jump straight into the meat and potatoes of this video. Is it a good game? Absolutely. We're going to go over those topics: gameplay and mechanics, world design, multiplayer experience, and my favorite aspect to talk about, art and sound. I will finish with the only bad part of the game, which is one that most games have, but let's keep it for the end. First, let's go over the gameplay and mechanics. At its core, Core Keeper is about exploration, survival, and crafting within an expansive underground world. There is a total of 7 biomes and about 6 sub-biomes, and everything is procedural, like Valheim or Terraria. The game starts with players waking up in a mysterious underground world, leading to a journey of mining, building, and combat. Does this game have a lot of combat, and is it any good? Hell yeah, brother! It is very good. You can be a warrior wielding a big battle axe with ranged options, you can be a mage, you can be a summoner, and you can mix and match if you want. There is a lot of choices and it's very fun to try them all. There is a lot of monsters diversity and close to 20 bosses in the game. Every time you enter a new biome, you have to be careful of the environment, looking at you slippery water, and learn about your opponent's attack patterns. The gameplay loop involves gathering resources, crafting tools, weapons, and armors, fighting awesome monsters and bosses, and expanding your base. What sets it apart is its seamless blend of survival elements with a cozy, almost meditative gameplay experience. There is never a downtime, but sometimes I just like to AFK in my base or in a biome and go make myself a coffee while listening to the amazing music. The progression feels natural, with each activity contributing to your overall advancement, whether through combat, farming, or exploration. Speaking of mechanics, let's not forget one that is very interesting. You can automate many things in your base and all around the world by putting an electricity generator, circuits, and connect everything together. For example, let's say you find a mining node in the wilds and you want to automate the gathering of this node. You can put up to 8 mining drills connected to a generator, an automated arm, and conveyors that will send all the materials to your base. For my last point about gameplay and mechanic, you will stumble upon very interesting loot like armors and weapons. Sometimes you will find chests and the surprise effect is there, which is something that seems to be less and less frequent in games these days. The underground setting is beautifully crafted with diverse biomes ranging from dirty ones to wilderness, ruins to caves, meadows to sea, each with unique resources and enemies. This variety not only keeps the environment visually engaging but also maintains gameplay freshness. The procedural generation ensures that no two worlds are exactly alike, adding replayability. Every biomes are just amazing and some of them are actually quite challenging. You will remember some of the enemies and bosses couple years later. Each biome has their own gathering materials, decorations to add to your base, challenges, and very interesting places to discover like mazes and temples. Core Keeper supports up to 8 players, allowing for a rich cooperative experience. Whether you're specializing in combat, farming, or crafting, the game accommodates various playstyles, fostering a community feel where roles can be distributed among friends. To be honest, I just like going at my own pace, but I've heard that it's very fun to play with others. The world is so huge, everyone can do their own stuff and gather together at some point to overcome certain areas and bosses. Finally, my favorite part, art and sound. Let me tell you one thing, music is the most important aspect of a video game, period. After hearing the main menu OST, somewhere I can't actually remember, but I remember that the music was enough to just straight buy the game and started playing it right away. Every single tracks in this game are absolutely gorgeous and well written. It fits every places you are in. It just blends everything together. I swear, when I say I AFK couple minutes just to listen and appreciate, I ain't lying. As I'm writing this script for the video, I got the OST playing in the background to inspire myself. I've played great games that could have been remembered if the music was as good as the game. For example, The Last Fate. After Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I would easily put The Last Fate at the same level, but because the music was barely exciting, I just can't. Still a great game, but never underestimate music in a game. If you're developing a game right now, hear me out. Put the best music in it. Find someone who understands the vision and let this person write awesome music to blend the whole canvas together. Same for Diablo 2 versus Diablo 4. Yes, Diablo 4 has good music, but nowhere near Diablo 2. Path of Exile is on the same level as Diablo 2 on the music aspect. Sitting in town while listening to music is part of my gameplay. Pretty sure Kamil Orman-Janowski will deliver again on Path of Exile 2 and will create great memories. Same for Jeremy Soule, which made Guild Wars, Factions, Nightfall, Eye of the North, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, World of Warcraft, Mist of Pandaria, Guild Wars 2 in the early days, etc. Just to say, music is very important, and now I know about Jonathan Gear, the one who made Core Keeper's music, and I can easily put this musical genius amongst the top video game musical writers. Anyways, let's get back to Core Keeper. For the art style, I'm normally very picky in the pixel art department. They have done an amazing job and I have nothing to say about it. Monsters diversity, bosses, lots of different armor sets and weapons, lots of decoration and craftable things for your base are all unique and different from one to another. For the bad part, the inventory management. To be honest, I am aware that it's developers' job to create problems for players to overcome, but this is a problem that is just there in every single game now. From Software completely nailed it by adding an infinite inventory where your gameplay is never interrupted because you don't have space in your bags anymore. I wish I could play survival games and any other genre without thinking of my inventory management. It's very annoying to interrupt every 15 to 20 minutes because my bags are full. I'm all for going back to town to sort all the materials and loot, but not every 20 minutes. I wish we see more infinite inventory in games in the future. So, my conclusion for the game. Honestly, the game is totally worth. Even if the game was double or even triple the price, I would definitely say that it's worth the price, but it's only 20 bucks Canadian right now, and honestly, the game is just really amazing. In 3 days, I have about 33 hours of gameplay right now, and I can see myself putting another 60 hours easily. Is it a game that I'm gonna come back in the future? Probably. I've played Valheim couple playthroughs, and I can see myself coming back to the game, so it's definitely, for 20 bucks, it's definitely worth the price. So, in conclusion, that is an amazing game. They did an amazing job. The music is literally in my favorites now. I like listening to the music. The game is amazing, very good combat, and yeah, 10/10 would recommend anyone. If you have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for listening. I love making those videos, and this game was really inspiring enough for me to actually work on this all day during Labor Day instead of playing Core Keeper. But now it is time to go play the game. So thank you again, GG well played, and see you in the next one. Peace!